What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Ginger Bros Dent Show. We're your hosts, Brandon Schmitz and Andy Patrick. Tonight, help us welcome one of my good friends in the PDR industry. I like to call him the Billy Gibbons, the ZZ Top of our industry, Mr. Christopher Allen. Chris owns PDR Express in Orange, Texas. Not only is he one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, he's a badass technician. So let's get ready.
Oh, man. He's grabbing pink glue. I know he's grabbing pink glue. All right, so what's your thoughts?
This thing is something else. This stuff, it is something else.
That's badass. Hell yeah.
You follow Jerry's process. This shit to come off. It won't, not by hand. Too far.
What's up, everybody? Sorry for
What's
the technical difficulties.
Gotcha.
Quick. Yeah, we're just talking in the back room, and I forgot to totally just upload the intro video that had Christopher Allen on there. So I went live and almost punched it, and he would have been Mo again this week. So I had to.
We was having some great conversation. It just got tied up.
So I had to click off, and of course, it ended the whole broadcast. I had to set everything back up real quick and upload that video. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and bearing with us.
Corey had to do it twice. He's like, I'm first twice tonight. He was before we could even end the other one. He was on it, son. I love it.
So we got a Facebook user. Yo, what's up? Let me see if I can figure out who this is.
Jack Bucknell said I accidentally was watching the Nose Dent Guy show. Ha ha, I'm an idiot.
that's Ryan Campbell is the
what's up, Ryan?
Hey, Ryan, if you'll go back in the comments, grant StreamYard permission so we can see your name. If not, you'll be Facebook user, and we'll just make fun of you all night. So,
there's Matt Armio, Josh Dragos. How you fellas doing?
What's up, guys? We hadn't really. I was thinking about this after the last show. You know, we just come on here and we introduce our guests. So, I'm going to say, you know, what have you been doing so far this week, Andy?
So far, I've been extremely slow. It's just that time of year between the holidays and stuff. It always gets a little slow here, but used to stress me out, and I've just gotten used to it. I'm like, it's going to happen, so just chill out. So, we're doing good.
And you've had a lot of snow. You know.
Yeah, we had. I mean, it shut us down last Thursday and Friday, so that doesn't help anything. And of course, snow brings on collisions, and I'm gonna start getting a lot of pictures of those. So, but no, it's good. Like I said, it's a little slow down. I've learned to embrace it and kind of enjoy it. So,
awesome.
What about you? What's been going on with you?
It's been a full week, booked up. So, like I was telling you earlier, it's been all body line dents, and so.
I've seen those repairs, man. You knock them out of the park as usual. Like, I never have a doubt in my mind that you're going to glass it. Well, man, we had to see you go, Josh.
So, Yeah, let's get it going. Sorry about the camera going. But anyway, yeah, we got a great guest tonight. I've known him for over a year now, probably a little bit longer. Um, he's one of the nicest guys, man, and everybody that meets him, that's all I hear. Everybody that I said, hey, when I knew he was going to Vegas MTE, I'm like, like Kevin Bird and them. I'm like, look, get up with Christopher Allen, meet him in person, and everybody. Man, I'm so glad you told me to meet him because he's one of the nicest people I've ever met. Him and Shane and
That's
they
what
just
Jack Bucknell's on here. He talked how he's like, I got to meet him in Vegas. He said he ain't nobody lying. Like that dude is legit one of the nicest guys you ever meet. So
yep,
nothing but great things about Mr. Allen.
yeah, Ryan, we can see your name now, buddy. Thank you. So yeah, let's without further ado, we'll bring him on here. What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
What's up?
So
finally got it all figured out.
Hey, it's all good, man.
You could have played Mo for a week, couldn't you?
It's all hey. Mo's good.
Oh, Mandy's on here. She said, Abby, my youngest, says hi. Hey, baby.
Thanks, Jack.
Jack said you all right.
So yeah, my oldest girl has COVID at the moment, and got tested yesterday, and we think it's the new variant or whatever that's not as bad, but of course all kids had to quarantine from school, and the doctors are like, if y'all go out, just wear a mask. I mean, even if you have it, if you go out, wear a mask.
Right.
I'm like, okay. So like tomorrow we've got my last grandmother that was alive, she passed away. And so we got a little graveside thing tomorrow. And I'm like, well, Paige can stay home, but the other two, you're going with us, and it's outside.
I just found out my granddad's got COVID, and this is his second stint with it, but he hasn't been showing symptoms, and he hadn't had his taste and smell forever. So they're like, you got your taste and smell? He's like, I ain't had that in years. So what's the difference?
So Mandy may get mad at me for sharing this, but since we had COVID last year or whatever, her and my son haven't had taste and smell, hadn't been right. Really hadn't been able to smell. And both of them are like hound dogs. They've always been able to smell. We're coming back from lunch today, and I'm riding in the back. Reed's driving, and I let one rip. Mandy finally said, somebody farted. She's like, oh,
I can smell it.
I'm like, I've been working on that for a year now.
So the first thing she could smell back when she got her smell
was
back
ass.
was fart.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah, right. I'm sure she's used to it.
Yeah. So anyway, Chris, I kind of know your backstory. I know, it's been a while since you've been on somebody's show and stuff, kind of.
Yeah.
But give just a short, backstory of how you got into PDR and how long you've owned.
Yeah, PDR Express. So I've been doing PDR for close to 6 years. 2016 was one of my first posts of me posting myself doing PDR. So I'm sure it was a little bit before then, probably the same year. But I've been in the collision repair industry prior for like 14, 15 years. My mom and dad have a body shop, so they have a high claims volume shop. So I did that, worked my way up to assistant manager, and the stress of the body shop life is no joke. I mean, if anyone's in a claims volume shop and they're actually managing, it's a very tough task. You learn a lot quick. But we had this PDR guy coming in the shop that was a professional guy. He's probably in his 50s. And I wrote checks to him. So I would see how long he was at the shop for and how much he made in that short duration. And I was just blown away. And he was practicing his golf swing whenever he was leaving the shop. Like he would be leaving before 5, and he's over there going like, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and go to the golf range. And he just had this joy about his job. And I'm over there dealing with claims, body man painter issues, customers, just anyone in the body shop industry completely understands it. So anyway, like I saw this guy's attitude, and I was like, man, I need to get into that. And another thing that kind of sparked me was, here I am at my dad's shop. It's a good shop. He's been around for a long time. And I'm like, man, nobody comes and knocks on this door for PDR work. Like, there's no solicitation. So I'm like, man, there's got to be a market in this area for this, because no one's knocking on the doors. And so I bought some tools from a Matco truck. I found the CD. It came with a CD, like a couple rods, and so I paid way more than I should have on that. I didn't know any better. I'm like, I'm gonna learn this. So I started trying to practice on my own, learn it. Realized real quick that it was way harder than I thought it would be. Even me coming up in the body shop industry, I thought, man, I've done collision repairs before on body exterior panels. Like, I know how to work some metal. So I'm not a pro. I was green body man. I just did some to help the flow of the shop out. I mainly did with claims and office work, but I did have a hand in some of the repairs, and I just thought I could just pick it up quick. Mm-hmm. But I gained a lot of respect quick. I had a door in my garage, and I was sitting there trying to work it, and I remember getting so frustrated, and my wife would come in there like, how's it going? I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. And she said, well, hey, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. I'm like, well, you're right about that. So I try to speed up the story. So I got a job with Texas Farm Bureau as an auto appraiser. I worked for them for about 3.5 years, and I left. I kind of put all my PDR stuff on the side. Like, I now I'm going into this field. So, I had a glue pull kit, had my few little rods, and man, like, just the way the Lord works, just kind of started opening these avenues up. And so my neighbor had this truck next to me. Every day he'd pull in, I'd see these dents all down the side. I might could do something with that. I said, hey, look, let me just play with it. I won't charge you anything. Just let me see if I could do anything to it. So I started glue pulling, worked them out, tapped down, all that. And I started kind of developing a little bit of momentum and more of a desire to keep going forward. Still with Farm Bureau, and still, trying to learn the trade. And I had a truck that I was going to sell to use that money to go to Dinkins in Dallas. Mm-hmm. And anyway, so I sold the truck, had this money set aside, and I ran into a guy in DeRidder, Louisiana that I knew previously that worked for the guy that came to my dad's shop. And got a hold of him. He said, hey, man, I'll show you a few things here and there. You can come ride around me for 3 days. And so I immediately asked off work, got off for 3 days, rode around with him. And he kind of I just shadowed him, like watched what he did. But it answered so many questions that I had that, I was trying to learn hands-on. But, it was like I just hit a brick wall. So watching him kind of work these panels and how he got access, how he positioned his light, all that I was soaking up like a sponge. And so I just took that and I brought that back home and I applied it. And so that's all the training I had, was shadowing someone for 3 days.
Wow.
But I just applied it every day, kept growing and growing. And I had to call Farm Bureau. I had to let them know that, hey, look, I'm actually fixing cars and making money. I know this is conflict of interest. Like, how do we need to do this? Like, I want to play by the rules. Tell me, what's the parameters? So they laid out the parameters for me. They told me what was needed to stay in compliance. And so I obeyed that, did that, and my business just got to the point where it was gaining, throughout the years, just getting bigger and bigger retail, to where I just had to make a decision to go full time, So that's kind of the short story.
What did your dad say when you said you was going to get in the PDR? Because my dad, he was a painter and stuff. So when I said PDR, he thought it was just going to be a hobby, or he still thinks it's a hobby, I feel like I'm pretty successful. And he's like, oh, how's that dent thing working out? So I'm curious to know what your dad thought about you doing it.
Yeah, it was. My dad is he's a collision technician as well, so he's a very professional at what he does. You know, he knows how to do paint and body both, but he does very good work himself. And so he probably originally thought it was just going to be kind of a thing, you know. But as he saw me continually keep at it and just working at it and perfecting it, well, you know, we're always perfecting it. So not to say you ever arrive, but we're continually perfecting our craft. But as he saw that I was getting better and better, then he started actually like, you know, giving me encouragement. Like he's always encouraged me, but like whenever he saw that there was consistency, then he was like, oh yeah, I remember one of the first jobs I fixed at my dad's shop. Like he was like, yeah, it's okay, you know, it needs a little more work, but I mean, you're getting it. So my dad will not give you false encouragement. He just will not do it. So if you get an attaboy from him, you got it. And so you know, at me continuing on, once he saw that I was getting, he was like, "Man, you got it. Like, you're good." So
that's like my dad. You know, he was a mechanic, and I was my shop. I'm buying from them, and you know, now that they're retired and everything, but I was using a bay in here for several years, and I'd get to beating and banging. And he has no he's got a very short fuse, and he wouldn't say anything. He just look over at me and what the I about had it with that crap. But then, you know, and that's the only thing that drove him crazy, especially working on the bedside and you're sitting there banging it.
Oh yeah, bedside of all things,
and it's right next to him, and but then, you know, I'd hear from somebody, you know, he'd be telling them, "Oh yeah, Brandon's a magician with that stuff." And, you know, like, why don't you tell me that?
Yeah, I never heard that from my dad or heard it telling anybody else.
Yeah,
it was funny. My dad actually, when I came home from dent wizard training, I had my tools with me and stuff. He's like, "Boy, I can do that. Let me see him." He had a dent on his truck. First push, he cracked the paint. I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty easy, ain't it?"
Man,
it's like there you go.
Wow. Yeah, I know. Growing up, my dad would have customers asking him while I'm here, because when I was little and stuff, they'd ask me, "You gonna take over your daddy's business?" And before I could answer, he'd be like, "Hell no, he ain't getting into this automotive stuff and all that." And he didn't want me, you know. Yeah, they made a great living. You know, we had everything we needed, but he didn't want me because it deteriorated his hands, his joints, and all that as a mechanic. And then next thing I know, you know, years and years and years down the road, here I am in the automotive industry again.
Yeah, right. Same.
It's just
yeah.
But one of the last Facebook user on here, I know who it is, but I'm not going to say. He needs to go grant StreamYard permission.
You still doing that dent fixing thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a clue who it is. So,
but put it this way, his team just won.
Oh, Mr. Okay, I know who it is. Are we going to say who it is, or are we just keeping this a secret?
It's Matt Moore.
Oh, Matt.
But yeah, Facebook users, y'all go grant StreamYard permission so we can see your.
I figured Matt would still be celebrating the Georgia game. I'm actually surprised he's on here. I mean, it's been since 1980 since they won one, so you think he'd celebrate about a week. Jab.
Hey, go Dogs. Yeah, I don't care who it was. As long as they beat the Tide, I'm good.
See, and I'm the opposite. Where you being an Auburn fan, you're pulling against Alabama, and with me being a Florida fan, I was pulling against Georgia. So
you've only got one. You've got one obnoxious Alabama fan that's friends with you. I got a bunch. So
mine ain't obnoxious. I can at least say it. Gavin's pretty legit. He's not a bandwagon. He was with them in the losing years, so I can give him credit.
He's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
sorry, Chris, we're totally getting away from that.
It's all good. I'm listening.
So yeah. All right. So how long have you had PDR Express?
Well, you know, started. It was a development. You know, started with a logo that I tried to make myself, and it totally looked like a logo someone tried to make themselves. And And I even had shirts printed out. I think I even had a couple hats made like with that old logo on it. And I knew it was lacking, so I was like, man. I sent my logo off to a company, I think Deluxe or whatever, and said, hey, I want a professional logo made. Use this as kind of like what I'm going for. And this was one of them. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's it. So that was way back. Man, it was 16, 17 whenever it started. It just developed.
Yeah.
And, the first estimating program that I had was PDR Mobile. And I was using that, which I had no problems with it.
I had Ding Stinger or something like that.
Did you? Yeah.
I had Wizard Pro. Oh, damn Wizard.
Yeah. Well, PDR Mobile's still doing, they still have a program there, and it's good. Nothing wrong with it. I just kept seeing Mobile Tech RX, and I saw everyone using that. And so I switched over to them because they had some other features that PDR Mobile didn't have. And so I've been using them ever since and still love that program. But anyway,
I'm glad there are more options out there like Mobile Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Like you need options because that's going to keep everybody on their toes to keep growing. You can't just have one out there doing it. Like
I agree.
Michael Glidewell system's good. A lot of people use it and happy, so you got to have it.
So, yeah, I just, my business just kept developing and growing. And so here I am. I went full-time. I guess that's kind of going towards what you're asking for. So I went full-time PDR Express almost 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And so my business is just, by God's grace, man, just completely continued growing, to the point where we finally got this shop.
Yeah.
We just had a need, man. Like I hired Shane 2 years ago. Actually, January was his anniversary date for 2 years.
He's doing great.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he is doing awesome.
He is way harder on himself than he needs to be, but it's good. It keeps him humble. But I'm telling you this, man, he blows my mind what he does, and just knowing he's been there for 2 years, like he's
and how
23,
fast he's learning it. Yep.
Yeah, he's an ex-collision repair technician for 23 years, and then he gets into PDR, and it's taken him some time to. But he dives into some big repairs too, so it's kind of challenged him and grown him faster. So yeah, like whenever he came aboard, it just kind of opened the door up to go. The business kept expanding, so we needed Shane. And so he's been able to fill that need. And then now that we've got this shop, we've had this shop since April of 2021. And it's been a blessing as well. I mean, we needed a place to work on these bigger jobs at. And so, yeah, I mean, we're off a busy street in my city. So,
nice.
I mean, it's a really good location. And
and it'll continue to grow. And you've seen it since the day you opened your door to now. It's just people. Once people start establishing PDR Express as that building, and that location, then it'll.
Hey, let me tell you this. I know Don Cavanaugh is watching, and I know he is a. He says this all the time. I know John Badine does, and many of you guys. It's trying to get more people in this industry is a virtue, okay? Because the lack of knowledge of PDR is crazy. I have this shop here. Hey, on this building, at a stoplight, it's literally people have to stop here, and they can drive 20 miles per hour in front of this building. I have paintless dent repair, huge, on the side of this building, okay? And still, it is so hard to get people educated on what is paintless dent repair.
Yep.
So I'm an advocate
really is.
I'd
love to find out the secret to crack that code to get everybody. It's crazy how hard it is to educate.
I think it's where we're headed. I mean, like everyone's kind of on the same page. I shouldn't say everyone, but a lot of this industry is kind of seeing that, like, because of these guys out there that are vocalizing this, like Don Cavanaugh, many other guys out there that are echoing this out, saying, hey, look, don't be ashamed to try to advocate for paintless dent repair. If someone wants to learn PDR, give them the tools to do it. If you have, we've got probably 4 or 5 really quality conventional repair shops here in my area. Okay, well, in Orange, okay, the city I live in. Yeah. Outside of Orange, of course, many more, but just here, and these shops that are here do very well. They're always busy, and they're wide open. Okay, booked out, and there's 4 or 5 of them. I'm the only PDR technician that's known here in Orange. Okay. So if you had 4 or 5 more PDR guys, it would not affect PDR Express. The reason why it wouldn't is because the more people that know about it, the more work you're going to get. And the word travels around. And so there's so many people with dents in their cars that you see everywhere. You're like, yep, I could fix that. I could fix that. And you're like, well, how are you going to educate these people?
Well, and I've had an influx in the past 2 weeks of I've had more people pulling in here that have actual paint damage and stuff too. And I try to, if it's something that's cracked, if it's an older vehicle, that's a different story. But even those, every one of them, I explain what it is that I do and what paintless dent repair is for. And then I go into, I'm still going to be this amount of money just to fix your dent. Then you're still going to have paint damage. So if you're wanting it like new, repainted, that's not what we do. I would recommend you now, and I tell them, I said, look, I hate losing money, but I'd rather you put that money towards
what you're looking for.
Repair. And so I said this to a customer, older fella yesterday, and I come recommended from his son and his daughter-in-law and stuff I've done work for before, and it's kind of caved in. He hit a daggum fence post, and it just caved slid down the bedside and just pushed all that in, but it's white, and it's an older Ford truck. I said, look, go to, and I sent him to a body shop. I said, go there. I said, just get an estimate. I said, just from what I'm seeing to get the bulk of this out, I'm going to be around $1,000. And I said, but they're going to want to replace this bedside. I said, you're going to be in between $2,000 to $3,000. And he's wanting to pay out of pocket because he said, look, he said, literally, I really shouldn't be on the road, but I don't want to tell my family that. So I'm trying to do this and pay out of pocket.
So he needs to come see Brandon.
Guy. So, hey, he went to the body shop and he come right back here.
Yeah.
And he pulled up in front of my gate and stopped there instead of in the front of the building. He said, I said, look, okay, I'll do this. And then he had a smaller one on the front fender and it's got paint damage. I said, if you buy the paint, I'll get 75-80% of all this cleaned up in one day. I'll charge you $1,000. He said, when do I sign up? And I came in here and booked him. But it's a lot of those who I'm getting, like I said, an influx of that type of, that's more like collision, but they're also getting an education on what it is paintless dent repair really is for.
You know what we're about to incorporate here, Brandon and Andy?
What's that?
Well, so I know you guys, you just brought up a scenario. We get it all the time. Hey, do you guys do touch-up repairs? Okay. And so I turn that, I basically do that for free. Okay. So in the past, now I'm changing that soon. So I would say, hey, look, go buy a touch-up pen, bring it to me. I'll touch it up. Won't even charge you for that. You're good to go.
Yeah. And I've been like that. And
hey,
I need to change that.
Professional, there is, if you watch YouTube videos, and actually I didn't learn this on YouTube video. I learned it from my dad first. I watched him do a professional touch-up on a vehicle one time way back when we were trying to deliver a vehicle, and I think he was actually doing something like just to make it look better for the customer, like a little spot. He was like, yeah, I thought I'd touch this up for him. And he was touching it up, and I watched how he did it. And when he was done, it was like as good as like a paint job just about. Like it, really? You could see just a very faint, I'm talking faint. And I was like, wow, that's a beautiful touch-up job. So I've seen him do it, and then I started getting this inquiry all the time, and I get people, hey, do you do touch-up repair? I'm like, no, I don't, blah, blah, blah. So I get it so much. I'm like, man, that's a revenue stream right there that people want to pay for. And now, what can I provide them? Do I want to just blob touch up on it and say, there you go, there's $50? Or do I want to do
it from rusting, you know,
well, I want to do a professional touch up. I'm talking about like the level my dad did. So I want to offer that out. And so I'm getting a mixing bank put in here. It's a acrylic mixing bank.
Yeah.
It's basically that this company that I'm using says they do this with a lot of like dealership stuff, you know. So it's not like your Glazard or your PPG, but it's an acrylic. He said it's going to be you're going to get good quality out of it. But he said, you know, anyway, I got this thing coming in, and I said, look, I just want to start into it. I'm just going to start charging people. If I can't make it look good, then I won't. Hey, you don't know nothing. Come back and see me on the next one. But once I get to the point where I can dial it in, I'll start charging for some professional touch-up work. And I have body shops that actually they shoot water, and if you ever touch up water, it doesn't look good. Okay?
It's crazy. So, like it's black, it'll be blue when you first touch it up, and it messes my mind. My body shop uses water, and it blows my mind.
Yeah. It's a little different, you know. So I have some shops that say, hey, look, I'd rather not even deal with touch-ups. I'll just send them to you. I'm like, there you go.
Perfect. Well, see, I mean, the way you're doing it, you're doing it for free anyway, so might as well get your learning doing it for free, and then you're able to capitalize.
I want to make some money, and then I want to make some money off doing touch-ups because it's there. It's like supply and demand. The supply is there, you know, or the demand's there.
That's smart. I like that idea.
Back when I learned PDR at the Dodge dealership here, the body shop, we did everything touch up, and we used all PPG water base, and I loved it. But we also did small conventional repair on site, and that's where the water base really came into. But doing the touch-up quality that you're talking about, I've had to do that before, but I also had the vehicle for several days to let it cure the proper time, to let the clear on, you know, to be able to let it at least the clear at the end, you know, 24, 48 hours before I could wet sand it down and blend it in. But I don't know. That's just something I'll end up talking to you about it more. I know Dave O's.
It's like everybody's going to be hitting you up about it.
Yeah, Josh. Hey, I mean, they have these infrared lights that'll cure that stuff faster. I mean, we have heat guns. I mean, we are using guns every day. So all you need to do is cure it, you know, put a coat on there, cure it, and then put another coat on. I mean, there's some YouTube videos that I could send you. Send me a private message, and I'll send you some YouTube videos that these guys, it's not a hard process.
How big's the mixing bank?
I'm not sure.
Is it a normal size?
I'm not. I'm probably certain it's going to be a smaller mixing bank than what the body shops have. I really don't know what it's going to look like. The rep that actually goes to all these shops in our area that reps for Glazard is actually going to be. He's the guy I'm going through, but it's his lesser line.
Now, is it? Do you have?
So it looks like.
Do you have
Josh
to buy
about the shelf life of the tents?
Well, there might be a specific program you can go through, depending on what rep you're going to go through. Like this program I'm going through, I don't have to pay any out-of-pocket expense. They're going to set everything up, and then I'll have to pay for the product when I use it through them. So I'll have to buy my product through them, and then supposedly after 14 months. All the product will be mine, and then if it decide I don't want any more, then they'll come pick everything up, and it won't cost me any money. And so right now, to me, it seems like a win-win. You know, it's either going to work or it ain't. But I'm not gonna. It's a very low investment. You know.
Well, we had our big mixing bank, but we'd go in there and get all the toners and everything. We had a little cabinet, and we had a scale and everything up top, and a computer. And we'd fill up, I don't know, jars of all the toners, and they would last for a long time. And then once we mixed up the paint, 1 or 2 ounces, whatever it was, we'd mark paint code and all that, and we put all that over here separate.
Yep.
And as long as you're not in extreme heat or extreme cold, they
That's right.
last a good bit.
And I think you're answering the gentleman's question that I asked a while ago.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say too. Like, if you have a controlled environment, and actually if you mix it every day, if you go in, turn on the mixing bank, let it mix every single day.
Because they got the mixers in it to keep it going.
You'll get longer life out of it.
And it probably won't. And it probably won't be gallon size. It'll probably be quarts or something like that. That's your set.
I know. Ryan Campbell was watching. He's pretty smart with all that paint stuff. If he's still watching, maybe he'll throw up a comment about it or something. Help.
Oh yeah, I'm cool to hear anything about it because it's something I'm going to be getting into. It's just going to be a development, like it was for PDR. You get into it, you start applying it, you start really trying to get it dialed in. But once you get it dialed in, over time, it'll pay off.
Right.
Well, I know the past 6 months or so, everybody that I've told all my customers, when they say, well, can you touch up this? And I won't tell them to go to the auto parts store. I send them down to the paint supply place, let them mix it up for them.
They mix it themselves.
And because I tell them, I said, look, there could be 12, 15 variances on your color right here. Tell them you want an exact match as close as they can get. They'll bring their cards out there, UV light, all that. And then they'll go mix up the correct variants for it. And then lately it's been working very well. And then, of course, I'm throwing them a lot more business, and they always send people to me. But I need to, I'll talk to you more about it too. And
like I said, get with Ryan Campbell. He's on Facebook and stuff. He's pretty smart with that stuff too. So
yeah.
But anyway,
all right, so
we got to get to our fun part of the show. We've been all serious business like, but no, I love it. That's great information.
That's what we're
Well, I know we said this briefly right before we got on. But before we get into what you do outside of PDR, are you going to MTE?
Oh yeah.
Is Shane going?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you're doing what down there?
The Den Olympics.
I'm
competing against Mo.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
You're trying to push yourself and get better is what it is.
Hey,
That's what Mo's doing.
I just want a Dent Slayer PDR Express version made. And I told Matt, I said, I want to win the Den Olympics with your Dent Slayer. And so
I love it, Dent Slayer. It's awesome.
So what would your version be? Just different colors?
Yeah, different. Hey, if I win, I gotta get to set the standard, right? Like, this is what I want,
Yeah.
But I like a green and black handle on the Dent Slayer, and if by chance it can be done, my little logo engraved on the side of it. That's it. I'm good with
Look,
it.
you're talking about Matt Boyette. He can do whatever, man.
Oh, Matt, Matt could do that overnight,
Yeah.
But so, I told Matt, I was like, I really would like to, he said, because he's going to let me borrow his tools, because he's close by. Right. And I said, man, I was like, I really don't want to have to haul my tools out there. He said, dude, you can borrow mine. I said, well, he's like, what tools do you want to use? I said, I just want your Dent Slayer line. That's it. That's all I want to do. I want to try to use your tool to try to fix these dents. And he said, okay. I said, well, now look, if I win, I want a special edition made for PDR Express. And he said, if you win the Den Olympics, we'll do that.
Nice. Awesome.
But you gotta win it with the Slayer.
I know.
But just FYI, don't bring your tools. All the tool companies will let you borrow whatever you need.
Yeah.
So, of course. Yeah.
So Matt's gonna want you to roll that pretty tool card. You gotta bring that in.
Yeah, it's all going to be on that cart, so
that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, and Matt'll be on the show next week, so exciting.
Yeah.
So Christopher Allen, what do you like to do outside of the PDR world?
Besides growing a beautiful beard, what else is your hobbies?
Yeah. Well, thank you, brother. No, I have I'm very blessed with a beautiful family. I got my beautiful bride that has been by my side for almost 12 years. We have 4 beautiful children. All are great, they just It's cool. You know, we have a household full, and all my children are. You know, my wife does homeschool for our children, so two of them are in homeschool. It's they go to a classical Christian academy twice a week, and then they do homeschool twice a week. So she has a real job taking care of the kids, and
yes,
you know.
Now, what ages are your kids?
9, about to be 7, 4, and 13 months.
Nice. So
yeah,
about every 2 to 3 years, you get feeling frisky, huh?
Oh yeah. It's kind of like when the stars and the moon line up, you know.
Right.
We were told
awesome.
that you know how the saying is like you'll hear people say like wisecracks like, have you ever heard of a TV? You know, and I start laughing. Well, I've heard that so many years because I've had 4 kids that I started thinking about my response, and I'm like, well, you know, TVs aren't as much fun. You know, so and that kind of stuns them a little bit because they're not used to hearing that response back. So
just wait till they're all teenagers, though. Then you'll be like, oh God.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we got a PDR crew. My daughter is very business minded. My 9-year-old, so she came up to me with a commercial idea, and I said, hey, that's a great idea. Go ahead and outline it, get it mapped out, present it to me. We'll discuss it. We'll kind of.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, but as far as what me and my wife just January, this is our 2nd week, but we just started back in the gym, and so man, we've been out. We've been so busy with life. But we're like, you know what? We need to get back in the gym. So that's what we're doing outside of work now is. We'll go to the gym Mondays and Wednesdays when we drop the kids off to school in the morning. We'll go in the morning time, hit the gym up, and then you know, get our exercise on and get back to work. But
I got a gym membership. That's about as far as I went with it. I don't ever use it. I just got to sit there chilling, just in case I get wild hair at my ass one day. I'm like, I got it. I'm ready to go.
Hey, we did that last year. I think I paid for a gym membership like at least 3 or 4 months and never went one time.
That.
Like I canceled it. I got a gym membership, paid for it, and canceled it. Never went.
I used it 3 days. And that was it.
Andy got the membership for the tanning bed, and he still didn't use it either.
No, I got it for the massage bed. Come on now. You know this thing ain't tanning. We passed
that. That's hilarious.
Oh God. So
Josh Roberts said, I knew a guy named Jim once. That's about as far as he will. Yeah, that's about as far as I'm going with it too, brother. Yeah, I know Corey Nichols has been working out too. He's always throwing up photos, sweating to death. I'm like, yeah, that don't look fun to me. I'm good.
But I mean, that's all we do, man. We go to church on Sundays, and we have family time, and we PDR and gym. That's about it.
Any of the kids in sports or anything?
Yeah, my son Archer, my about to be 7-year-old, he's in Little Dribblers right now. Or
okay, I thought I saw something.
Yeah, he's doing great with that. My daughter, we got her in piano, Adeline. She's doing piano lessons, and then Alistair, he is gonna be I don't know. He's my 4-year-old, so he's gonna be a future entrepreneur.
Nice.
I say that dude right there is gonna be a manager, an owner. He can't not be a good employee because he's
he doesn't mind well.
No. He's a leader. He's fearless.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, he's got a mind of his own, man. I mean, and he's very smart. So I'm like, well, he knows what he wants. So,
John Vidine said he named his I named my friends to gym that way I can go to the gym at least twice a day. I love it.
Well, John just on there, so I need to have a.
There you go.
What you drinking tonight?
Well, I'm ashamed to say because
that Bud Light.
The store didn't have my IPA, so I went with a Platinum 6%.
I was about to say, is that Bud Light Platinum?
Yeah. Hey, it has to be 6% or higher.
You're going to have to fire Shane. He's late.
Yeah, everybody hush. Everybody hush. Don't quit talking about Shane. He's on here now.
Oh man, that's.
No, I'm happy to see what you guys are doing. I seen Davo earlier put up, and you guys are coming along real good, and can't wait to see the future. And I'm in the same boat with him. Like, see you guys on Instagram and everything, and it's looking great.
Well, I appreciate it. Cheers, Vadim. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. Oh yeah, look, Don, IPA rule. That's right.
I can drink it, but it's not. Ooh, it ain't my favorite.
We'll allow it, Shane. Shane said he's sorry. We'll allow it this one time.
Yeah, he finished. He did a pretty bad bodyline dent in the door today of a Nissan Maxima, and had to take the door off. Rear door. Rear door.
Okay.
No, he didn't post it, but we finished it up this he finished up this afternoon and looked pretty good, man. The lady loved it. She was like,
"That's
man,
all that matters." Great.
So, but
I wants to know what time your slot at MTE is.
I think it's Friday at 10:30.
You're not supposed to give it away.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Apparently, I was told today I'm on the cleanup crew too.
Oh man.
Yeah, I knew I was.
That's
helping.
Why you got to. I knew I was showing all that shit off. I don't show nothing badass. I don't want to be on that crew.
Hey, Kevin, can I borrow that hole access cutter?
Yeah.
Like, where's all your 800 grit sandpaper? That's what I need, real quick.
See, I told you. That's what I told you. I would feel really bad that I would probably, if mine needed clean up, say, look, y'all go have fun. I'm gonna just sit here and keep working on it till I get it. Okay, like I can't let. I would be feeling really bad if I looked up and Brandon's over there shaking his head, going.
I'd be laughing my ass off. I'd be like, I did that on purpose.
Hey, just wait. I'm gonna stand over you and be like,
I can't believe you.
And then when I do the cleanup, you're gonna be standing behind me going.
Dude, I'll be buying your dinner that day. If you gotta clean my dinner up, I'll be buying your dinner.
I don't think he's going to have to worry about that.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think you or Mo. I think you and Mo's going to be straight. There might be some in there that needs a little help, but
I don't know about that, man. The dents that I saw in Vegas, they were deep, man.
They were stretched a little bit, wasn't they?
They were bad. They were. I was like, ooh, the roof rail dents, the fender dent was really gnarly. I mean, of course, fender dents are great because you got all that access in there, but doors are a little more tricky, in those Nissans. I hate the high strength steel in those Nissans, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully there's not going to be any high strength. So.
Well, I don't mind high strength.
From what I'm hearing, but from what I'm hearing.
I still want the old 2000-something Ford Tauruses with the big roll. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah.
I fixed more than my fair share of them back at the auction back in 03. So.
That or the old town car quarter panels, huge, thick metal.
Nope.
Gosh.
That's what we're doing the tag team Olympics, and we're just going to have, like, I don't know if Brandon's serious or not. I know I'm for one not serious.
Look,
I just want to have some fun.
Kevin's already said that he's like, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, there's already a couple of teams that said they don't care what their dents look like. They're just going for the entertainment award. I'm like,
what he didn't tell you, I was one of them.
Oh,
I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm having fun.
I'm going to be reaching back trying to tag him. He's going to be over there going.
I'm going to be hyping the crowd up.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, I don't care.
It'll be fun though. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready for all of it. Man. Yeah, I know.
I'm ready.
What day you going down?
We'll get there Wednesday around noon, and then we'll be staying with Corey. So
you flying in?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm driving.
Wow. How far away is that for you?
7.5 hours.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Mm-mm. No, but I've got 2 flags I got to take down there. So,
hey, bring me a motorcycle vice while you're at it. Just go ahead and just bring me.
You can order that crap
while you're at it.
I'm sure Ultra will have plenty there.
But I want yours.
I'll send you the link.
I got that link.
I want it autographed.
I gave Chris the
he gave me the
Ultra
link. Yeah.
Nice.
I gave you the Ultra link, so
Yep.
I'll have to bring it down there to you. That way you can take it back with you. You flying in or you driving, Andy?
I'm flying.
Okay. Amanda coming down the same time you are, or she?
Yeah, we're both coming down that Tuesday. We should get in at 6 o'clock Tuesday evening because we got the PDR 20 group. We're meeting up all day Wednesday, going out for family dinner. That's what, after our PDR 20 group, going to Rocco's Tacos. I can't wait. That place is delicious. Yeah.
Nice.
It's on.
All I was told by Kevin was he's taking me. They hit up some oyster place down there. He said it's like the crappiest looking place, but it's got the best oysters around. So we're either going Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But
did y'all sign up for Education Day?
I can't because I'm helping set up, so I can't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm on the crew too. I wish I could do both. I want to do the Education Day and I want to help out, But
well, Kevin invited me to be a participant in y'all's crew next go around. So I think next MTE I'll probably join in y'all's side of the fence over there.
I told Jim and Bonnie I'd help them out. I love them guys and what they do. So I was like, I'm more willing to help you guys out. Like, I am down.
Yeah, I don't care who I help out. Sorry.
You got to quit that. You still got to watch the Eternals when we get off here. What are you doing?
After everybody goes to bed. So.
Gonna be a couple angry fat guys driving down if they cancel our flight from New York. That's what Josh said.
Wow.
I know one of them's already angry all the time. So.
Well, that would be y'all gonna have to video that trip because that would.
Oh yeah.
Just like portions of it, and then, goodness, that would be a funny trip.
It'd be like planes, trains, and automobiles.
Oh, it'd be worse. It'd be like, I don't know. But yeah, Fred Delaney, him and his wife and daughter just went to Disney World last week. He just got back to Michigan, started working this week, and then he's going to rent a car, pick up Carl and his wife in North Alabama, and then drive down there. But he's going to stay with me. I'm like, dude, you just went to Orlando, drove all the way there, all the way back.
I'd have just stayed.
Snow and ice and everything else.
Yeah, I'd have just stayed. Like, I'm good. Florida's where it's at for a little while.
Wow.
What's the weather been like down there, Chris? We've had snow and everything.
Man, it's Texas weather's weird, man. A few days it'll be 35, 36, and then get up to 40, and then the next day it'll be like 50, 80, getting up to 82. 65. So you got to carry a coat with you in your vehicle because, one day it's cold, the next day it's not. So
that's what
it's no
New Year's Day.
Oh,
New Year's Day here it was like 70 degrees, and then last Thursday it was snow, like shut the whole town down.
Oh,
it's crazy. Goodness. We don't know why everybody gets sick all the time.
Yeah. It's like, I went hunting that whole week between Christmas and New Year's, and it was like 80 degrees all week, miserable, sweating. Wow. And I got lucky and saw 3 deer, killed all of them with 2 shots. Anyway, so when we left that last that Sunday coming home, that's when the front came through, and then we got home that night. It snowed up there.
No kidding.
Yeah, it went from 80 degrees to snowing, and then this weekend we're finally going back. And it's been cool all week, but it's supposed to chance to snow again up there this weekend. So yeah, it'd be a totally different place.
That's crazy.
I want to give some shout outs. I think Mike Toledo is going to be on after us on his Dent Time show, and then Glywell looks like them guys at RWO is going live at I think around 8. So we got to give our love to our other shows that's coming on tonight. Vidine, we would love to give you props, but you're never on a schedule. We're always like that one time he messaged me, hey, talk about our show. We're going live next. I'm like, what? Okay. No, I love it.
And also, we're like I said, we're gonna have Matt Boyette on next. We're gonna have Matt on next week, and then the Wednesday of MTE, we're not going to have a show that Wednesday night because we're going to be doing shows, there. So that'll be that show for that week is going to be at MTE. So Michael's on now.
Yeah, what up, boy? We're just talking about you. Cool, you're there. We're giving you show props. We want people to come watch you too.
And Michael wanted us to come on last week after our show, but me and Andy just couldn't. We just had so much going on, and
oh, nice. Zon's gonna be on her. Zan, I can't ever.
Oh yeah, Zan.
Yeah,
Jean Vidic. I like him, man.
Badass mofo. That's what.
Yeah. He ordered a. I made him one of the Spartan masks with the USA and shipped that sucker over there to him.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's awesome. And it looks like John's going to be on there tonight with him.
Looks like Christopher needs a flag or mask somewhere in the background behind him. That would look real cool up there.
I got a Texas flag in my shop.
Oh, nice.
In there.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's like me. My panel.
Look. He's on.
There he is. Yeah. Good morning.
Van Dam.
I love it.
Just got up.
That's hilarious.
What time is it over there? Across the pond.
Shane said he needs one.
He needs a Spartan mask.
Yeah, because I think you're retired on the flags, ain't you?
Dude, after these three, look, I hadn't built one in almost a year, and I built these three because I got a 2 at night.
I give them boys across overseas credit because I ain't up at 2 o'clock in the morning watching nobody's show. You guys are awesome.
That's like Ben and Martin. Whenever we finally go on their show, it'll be 9 o'clock there, but it'll be in the middle of the day here. So
yeah, we don't have to give up that much.
Do you know if Martin and them are coming? Are they going to MTE?
I don't think they.
Last time we talked, they kind of got them shut down over there.
Yeah. And it just keeps getting worse anyway. So
yeah.
Have y'all been watching any? Y'all follow Martin on YouTube?
I've seen a lot of his videos. Yeah,
I love his. He's like me, man. He's gonna build what he wants, and like the pool tower he just built.
I want that pool tower.
I'm like, God, dude.
Yeah, I need one of those. I don't have anything big to pull.
I need
the
a
only
pool
thing I got
tower.
I got a K-bar and a bridge, and that's it. So I need like a pool tower or some type.
I've got my lift in here, and that's what I use. But you've got to position the vehicle right there, and I want something I can kind of move.
That's exactly. Now Cam Auto has a mobile pool tower, and I think he was supposed to design a. I messaged him and asked him when he's coming out with his battery operated suction floor deal instead of an air operated, and he was still working on it, but
you've got to have a slick floor for it to suction down. Like mine, it's from 1985. It's porous concrete pretty much. It's not going to suck down on that thing.
Well, dude, I seen Toledo. He put it up on his wall and used it like that. He had it aired to his wall on that fender den he did on his stuff.
But he's got slick walls. See, I don't have slick walls. I got
1985 walls, damn it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So he put that suction deal on his wall.
Yeah, with the air.
Wow,
pulled off of it. It's on his latest, I think, Dent Trainer video or something. I noticed yesterday or the day one. Yeah. So pole barn pool tower works every time. Corey says.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to position it in the right way, Corey.
But
well, I mean, you got to think that.
They got the perfect pool too. I can't think of the guy's name.
I can't afford that. I can't afford that thing. I mean, that's a beautiful product.
Is.
Dude, excellent product. That's out of my price range, man. I need a fabbed up pull bar. That's all I need. Right. I need a Martin pull bar.
What did Josh call them that night? What the tabs?
Flexi tabs.
Flexi tabs. Yeah, put a flexi tab on.
Josh fixes everything with flexi tabs.
James Bernard. James, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, buddy. I hadn't
talked to James in a minute either.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow afternoon. But I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, see, Davo's in the same boat.
Hey, if you find something, Davo, shoot me a message, man, because I need a pull tower as well. So.
Yeah.
That's it. That's in the 2022 budget.
I've got an idea, so I'll.
I'll buy one from you, brother.
You ain't got to buy it from me. I'll just give you. Let me figure it out, and same thing I did with my.
It up.
Matt Armio says Ultra Tools has one too, so
yeah,
I have to check them out.
It seemed like the Ultra one. It kind of the legs go way out, if I remember right. I was looking into that, trying to find all the ones that were out on the market
from A1 and.
Man, we got everybody. Everybody's got pull towers.
I was gonna say A1. I knew they had one, but the only thing I don't like about those that go in a hitch, it's great if you're mobile. Is they just didn't. They've got too much play in it. I like
you said. I mean,
the perfect pull tower. There's no play in that thing really, but that's something that's the way that I would want it. Something that I can put under the vehicle or tire or something. Anyway,
right.
Yeah,
that's enough of that talk.
That's enough of that talk. But I mean, heck, we're at an hour, so
Well, we started late too because somebody fudged up.
No, we're at an hour. Okay, we're at an hour and 7 minutes. If you want to be like that, our live feed has been an hour and 1 minute.
There you go.
Josh said he's Dan's pull tower because he's husky.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on, put the strap around. They're hilarious.
So, well, we'll close this thing out here.
Yeah.
We don't really like going over an hour.
Well,
I mean, we can. I mean, it's yeah. But yeah,
Mike's got his. We don't want to step on his toes either.
Yeah. So yeah, I know y'all saw the video in the beginning. Of course, this month we're sponsored by Collision Glue Systems. So at the bottom, it's been scrolling across. You can go to collisiongluesystems.com. Awesome glue. I continue to use it, and so I know they're going to be down there at MTE and kind of showcasing some new things. So you may want to go check them out. So.
Zan said, if you need a pull tower, you're doing too bad of a dent. I fully agree, but we like pain and suffering.
We like that.
There you go.
Yes. Hey, we've got tons more stickers. We've got a bunch of koozies, with our lovely faces, this logo on it. So
they turned out great too. I'm excited about that.
They're awesome. So y'all can find us at MTE and grab you one and some stickers and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, thanks to our sponsors that we're able to kind of get stuff like that to give back. And
yeah, that helps us a lot.
Yeah. So anyway,
Christopher, thank you for coming on, man. You did great. Like, it don't even feel like it's been an hour. It was just
I had fun.
Smoothly.
I had fun. Yeah. Thank y'all for inviting me on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Anytime, man. And just hang out. And once I end this, we'll say goodbye to you and stuff. So anyway, I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you much.
All right, dude. Well, let's end this thing, and I'm gonna play this video real quick.
All right,
get to it. Maybe I have the right one.
I'm so proud of
my
killer shirt. Yeah,
I got my Ginger Bros.
Hell yeah! Night, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's
see y'all later. See you next week. We'll have Matt Boyette on. Same time, same bat location. See ya.